Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I am live. Do, 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 do. So, I wanted to start today with this video was supposed to be here yesterday, Monday, but I had some technical difficulties. So, I recorded this whole video, and for whatever reason, anything and everything that could go wrong went wrong with it. And I just gave up. And I was like, you know what? This is a sign to just give it up for today, and we'll start anew tomorrow. You know, to me, that's a sign from God, from my ancestors, from my team to say, hey, don't put the video out. A lot of people will go back and say, well, that was somebody stopping you. No, nobody can stop me. Only I can stop me at this point. But I am so happy to be here today. So thank you, thank you, thank you for coming to my channel, White Iris Intuitive. I'm White Iris, of course, and I am here to help humanity to transform, to transmute, and to get up to that 5D that we're all talking about. I am a channeler, a medium. I am also a seer and a healer. And I have been able to do all of these things since I was a young child. I agreed to come to this time for this purpose with all of these gifts. So let's see what else. Oh, so again, thank you for coming to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you like the way I read and you like the way I channel. And also hit the like button, even if you don't subscribe, because that helps me a lot with the algorithms with my channel as well. This is a new channel that I just started maybe 2 months ago, not even. And I am working on everything to grow it, to get it bigger and bigger so that we can get the message out there for everyone that we are here to transform, and we are here to bring loving light, and we're here to bring the truth to all of humanity. So, with that being said, I wanted to just start with channeled messages. I have a couple of pages and it's a little bit of a mess because every time something comes through, I go back and I write something here and there and all of that. First thing I did want to talk to you about is I had some channeled songs. So my team and source, they keep saying, what are you listening to? So a lot of us in the collective, this is going to be a collective reading. A lot of us in the collective, we're looking to do our work, to move up, to do a lot of different things. And maybe your gifts have nothing to do with what I do. Maybe your gifts have to do with the job that you currently have, just working it better and being more empathetic when you do your job. Maybe that's what you're here to do. You never know. Or you're here to raise more empathetic, more conscious children. The world needs a lot of that right now because, whew, I don't know. But in any case, I heard Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. So if you've never heard of that group, they are an indigenous group that were around in the 70s. I love their music. I always did. And I thought that they were amazing, still do. But you can look them up on YouTube. Another song that came through, and I have a lot of things written down. I have probably like 4 or 5 pages. So I have to open this up so that I can move the pages around. So I have Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. And then I have Light of Love by Jagadesh, Jai, and then last name is Jagdeesh. Love her music. I have her on Spotify, repeat, and her music is all about light and love, and it's all about mantras and things like that. Amazing, amazing artist. If you're not listening to her, you should be, especially being part of the collective and being here to move up in vibration. This is something that will definitely help you. I also heard the Beatles Let It Be. So as we're working through the things that we have to do, what are you doing to let things go? Leave things in the past in the past. Remember, every time a door closes, another door opens. But if we're spending all of our time just looking at that door that closed, we're never going to look at all of the new opportunities that are coming to us. And then I also heard from the Beatles, Here Comes the Sun. So obviously, for someone, you are the sun, or maybe for someone, like if it's me, someone is the sun for me, and that person's coming in. So if they are twin flame journey, hello, remember what I said. Not everyone is on a twin flame journey, but those of us who are, we're coming together. It's slowly, but it's coming. Divine intervention. Now, I can tell you that the last maybe 2 weeks, I have been very, very excited. I feel this anticipation, like something's coming, something's going on, something's going to happen, and it's the anticipation is growing and growing, and I've been getting, like, happier and happier and happier every single day, which is great. Remember, happiness is not something that happens when you get what you want. Happiness is a state of being. You choose to be happy, just like you choose to be sad and you choose to be angry, or you allow other people to change your mood. So that's up to you always. All right, so let me go back. One thing that they did have me do was watch Practical Magic. Now, I don't know if any of you guys watch any other people that channel or do the tarot, but I watch a couple of different tarot readers and channelers. And Jamie, the Divine Seer, is one of the people that I watch. And she kept talking about Practical Magic. And every time she would say it, on one of her videos, they would tell me, "When are you gonna watch the movie? You gotta watch the movie." And it has to do with the twin flame journey as well. I mean, with the movie, Sandra Bullock in the movie when she's a child, she's afraid of being heartbroken. So she invents this man that in her eyes would never ever exist. And she does a spell. But wait for it, person does exist. And they meet later on in the movie, and she says, "I don't know if you're going to stay here because of the spell or because if you really want to be here." And as he's walking away, he turns around and says to her, I wish for you too. What if I wished for you too?" And to me, I was like, "Oh my God. Oh, he wished for her too." You get the ugly cry in that. And I thought, this is a twin flame journey. That's why they keep asking me to look at it. Because when you are on this twin flame journey, when you get together with this twin flame, this is someone that you're going to love unconditionally, regardless of what flaws they might have. And the same vice versa as well. I'm sorry, my dog wants to come up. So say hi. Say hi, hi, hi. Say hi to everybody, okay? Usually we he's tired by now. We went on our walk and we walked like 33 blocks. And then we also played catch. You would think he'd be tired by now, but no, he's not. Anyway, then they also had me watch a show that I've watched before, Sanctuary. And that goes in with something they've been telling me over and over again, not everything is as it seems. Remember, when there are fantasy shows like that with beings that are different from humans, they do exist. They're just in a different dimension. So don't let anyone tell you that something like that doesn't exist because they actually do. Okay, so the next thing was not everything is as it seems. Don't get distracted by all the craziness that's going on. You can explore your Akashic records. That was one thing that I was really excited about. So it looks like, and it seems to me, the way I've been feeling is that a lot of the people in the collective are doing the work that they need to do. And at this point in time, you can, if you choose to, look at your Akashic records. Now, remember, if you have that chance of going in and looking at the records, look at your records. Don't start walking around, being nosy, going places where you're not supposed to go, because they will just send you back. Archangel Michael is helping you to raise your vibration, and this is a time for initiative and action. So, a couple of times I pulled like one or two cards. I do that throughout the day, even the days when I'm not when I don't have any, I'm not doing a video, and I kept getting Archangel Michael and the Akashic Records card. So that's why I'm like, the Akashic Records, you can look into them if you do want to. But Michael is here to help us move up in vibration. And this is time for action. Remember, nothing happens if you're sitting on your butt. You can manifest and you can go ahead and do your affirmations all you want. But if you're in your house 24/7, how are you going to meet those? How are you going to manifest? How you need to go out there and meet people. You need to go out there and do things. You can't be in your house 24/7. Also, let go of the past, let go of what no longer serves you. Remember, when that door closes, another door or five, to me, five doors open. So don't spend your time staring at that door that closed. That door closed for a reason. Do what you need to do to get to the other side so you can see all of the opportunities that are coming to you. And I got, again, this is a time for transformation. And what are you listening to? Again, what are you listening to on a daily basis? Are you listening to this music that all it depicts is negativity and things that you shouldn't be doing? Because if that's all you're listening to, it's going to be very hard for you to move up and move up and transform. Another thing that they wanted me to touch is about karma and dharma. Because a lot of people like, well, what's karma? Well, what's dharma? What does it mean? When you're in karma, you're still learning your lessons. You're still getting information. You're still like in the 3D. So you're still that person that's like, well, I don't want this and I don't want that and I don't want this. And it's like, okay, well, that's what we're going to send you. When you're in dharma is when you are living in your purpose and in your purpose of service and you are on the right path. So once you transform and you move up out of karma and you've learned your lessons and you understand, okay, these were lessons. I've let go of the past. I let go of anger and sorrow and all of these things. And I choose to be a happy person. I choose to be in the fifth dimension, to be a fifth dimensional being. And now I'm going to see, okay, what can I do to help others around me? What can I do, whether it's with your job, whether you change careers, whatever it is that you're doing, you're on the right path. We are all connected. That was another channeled message. We are all connected. We are connected by source. Wealth is coming to us. Be faithful. Spiritual growth and inner strength is growing. And our essence is love. Open our hearts to receive. So we need to open our hearts to receive abundance. And we need to open our hearts to allow love, allow abundance, allow that light to come into us. If we're always closed off, and I'm not saying that you don't have to protect yourself, if that's where you are right now, but you need to keep your heart open so that the abundance can come in as well. Also, are you seeing rainbows? So they kept talking to me about rainbows. Are you seeing rainbows? Having some coffee. If you have your coffee, get your coffee and start drinking your coffee. It's still early in the morning for it. I don't have coffee after 12 o'clock because then I can't sleep at night. So we are all on our own spiritual journey. But one thing